Hi there, welcome to number one Geek. It is I, Saz, and we're here with a new series of tips and advice for new beginners for Project Zomboid. Now, I haven't done one of these for a while because I think a lot of people have done some fine jobs of doing it, but every now and again I notice that some people have missed out on a certain few tips. So what this is really is just my primer of how to do things. Take it as you will. If you find that what I'm saying is absolute rubbish, then feel free to ignore. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you with the new tips. Now, the truth of the matter in this game is you are going to die. Whether you like it or not, you are going to die. If you like a game where you are the hero of the story and you survive at all odds, this is not the game for you. You are going to die. Yes, your favourite streamer walks through zombies like a complete god amongst all killing machines, but they've had years of experience at this game. They've had a lot of lessons that they've learnt. Make sure that you learn from their lessons. They still make mistakes, but don't think that you're going to be as good as them right from the start. Now, I tend to go for a little bit of a principled start, which is usually, first of all, crouching. I will go on about crouching a bit later, but the second thing is, make sure you can see if you can find yourself food, weapons, and hopefully some water if you're okay. You need to find yourself the essentials immediately. If you aren't able to, then we are going to have to do, in this situation, I think we don't actually find ourselves anything else. But the next thing to do, switch the TV on, if it's not on already, and switch to Life and Living TV. Because, as you can see, you will get yourself some free XP. Now, the cycle of TV is 6 AM, 12 PM, and 6 PM. And obviously there's different types of things that you can learn. So in early game, it's very good to make sure that you have a TV handy. Now, you need to make sure your surroundings are safe, so you can use the right mouse button and stretch the mouse around the screen. As you can see, it stretches a little bit further than your constraints of normal view. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that everything around you is safe, so you just use the windows to check. As you can see, my character is still sneaking through there to find out what's going on. This is a good tactic to make sure that there's no zombies sneaking up on you and to know the lay of the land around you, which is very, very important. Now, at some point, no matter how much you try, you are inevitably going to end up fighting. So what you want to do is you want to really, at the early stage, try to keep yourself one-on-one with zombies. 2-on-1 might be able to be okay, but please don't go too far. As you can see, what's happened is I just use the spacebar to knock someone over and then stamp on them. Whether you have a weapon or not, when you're one-on-one in early game, you really want to do that. Reason being is that you have shoes. Shoes can be replaced because you can get shoes off other characters. Your weapon may not be. Now, if you do find yourself stuck with more than one character, your weapon may be more useful for keeping them at bay. But what you really want to do is try to get these zombies one-on-one, which makes it easier for you to survive. Now, in combat, there are two important things: line of sight and sound. Now, line of sight is one of the important things when you have zombies on you. As you can see here, we've got one zombie here, but if it's a group of zombies, this is the principle always happens the same. Is what you want to do is you want to try to lose the line of sight for the zombie. And sometimes you can use the environment against you. In this particular instance, I've used the window, which always seems to distract a few zombies. So you can actually take zombies away from you as you're running away by using buildings as cover. Always try to find cover when you're running away. Now, many a death has happened from opening a door and zombies come piling out upon you. So, there's one way to sort this out, and that is approach the door from the side. As you can see, if you can open the door from the side, then you can do it without the zombies actually seeing you. Now, there'll be a few people out there that tell you, hey, crouching is absolutely pointless, don't do it. Now, they're one of two people. There are people who are very, very experienced at the game, so know how to deal with themselves outside of that situation, or people who think they know how they play the game as better than everybody else. When you're unarmed, when you find yourself trying to run away from zombies, sometimes being able to sneak is that difference between some spotting you and some wiping you out like a dead person. But there are things to remember about sneaking. Number one, you are slower than you are if you're walking. So if you are blatantly running away, it's better to sprint as fast as you can outside, and then once you find yourself behind cover, then you want to go back to sneaking again. Sneaking is also not guaranteed to make sure that zombies don't see you, but it's the best chance that you have at the time. So you have to make the call as you do it. What you want to do is make sure that you know your surroundings, know the zombies that are in front of you, and know your character's abilities. The higher the sneaking is, the better chance you are of not being spotted. But remember, there's always a chance, so always make sure that you are ready in case that happens. But all said and done, I will say this, right at the start of the game, to survive, sneaking is an essential skill, and it's essential to be able to get yourself past the mass of zombies to the direction that you want to end up heading in the end. Of course, it's your game, it's up to you, choose wisely. Now, most of you who know me know that I am not really a big fan of guns in Project Zomboid. However, I have started to change my mind. I have used guns in the game, and the one thing that I'm going to tell you right now is early game, do not use guns. The reason being, you're not skilled enough. You have to learn how to use these guns, and you have to find a way to use the guns, and I will go into that in another part. But right now, in your early game, if you find a gun, that's brilliant for you, but do not, whatever you do, use it. Because what you're simply doing is ringing the dinner bell. At least for the first week, or until you find yourself a good established base, don't use guns. Use handheld weapons if you can find them, and make sure that you are taking zombies out one-on-one. As soon as you get a start of a mass group taking the scent of you, you are pretty much dead. So make sure you are able to sneak around and be quiet for the moment. Leave the guns till later. Now, the wonderful thing about Project Zomboid is it's customizable. It's customizable to you, it's customizable to other people, and now obviously with multiplayer, it's going to be one of those things where the whole game is going to change every time you add a new element to it. So the important thing you need to really understand is that you don't have to take on all the challenges of Project Zomboid straight away. So if you want to, why not go into the sandbox options? Turn off some sandbox options that you find are a little bit difficult at the moment until you get used to, say, combat, for example. Turn off alarms, turn off the helicopter. Make things a little bit easy for you till you do that. There's absolutely no shame whatsoever in you learning each different aspect of the game without the other aspects making it difficult for you to do so. This game is all about learning, it's all about finding a way to survive, and sometimes it is a case of you being able to change the game to make sure that you are able to learn the lessons that you want to learn in the game right now. So once again, I'll make it quite clear, do not feel ashamed of changing the level of difficulty for the game or switching options on and off so you understand how other principles work in the game. You are not cheating, you are not making things easy for yourself. Well, you are, but you're also learning, and that's the important point. Until you are able to take on a lot of lessons, and Zomboid has a lot of lessons to learn, it's easier to sometimes make it. There's no point you learning maths and English right at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. You need to sit back, find what makes comfortable to you, and also play the game the way that you enjoy it. That's the important point for everybody. This game is meant to be enjoyed, and it's meant to be a challenge that people enjoy together. So don't feel that any sort of changes to the system is going to make you feel like you are cheating the system. Enjoy the game your way. These tips are here to help you get an idea of how to start off. This is what this first episode's about, but also the message is, it's your game. Do what you want. So with this first basic episode done, just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you like, press the like button. If you dislike what you dislike, press the dislike button. But please pop something down in the comment section to let me know how I can improve my content for you. If you want to discuss with me about certain things, if you have a difference of opinion, if you want to talk to me about it, why not? That's what that's down there for. We'll have a chat and we can talk about different ideas. And if I agree with it, I might even pop it up there. If you've got some tips as well that I might want to add, please pop them through. Also, don't forget that subscribe button and the bell icon. All it takes for you guys is one click to allow me to continue improving this channel and for the YouTube algorithm to head forward and say, hey, this guy's quite cool. We want to take some more of his content. So if you like it, why not press that button and help me out? But no pressure, guys. I understand a lot of people want your time. If you don't want it, absolutely fine. Anyway, once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been a little bit of help to you, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.